ladies, welcome. I wanted to do this video to show you ladies how to organize your potentials and your customers and your friends list in general. So I'm going to show you how to do that on your laptop, and then I'm going to pop back in and show you how to do it from your phone because it is slightly different. Okay, so I have all these notifications popping up. So let's just click edit these. Oops. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see. So what you need to do is get to your home page where your newsfeed is. And what you're going to do is you're going to go onto the left-hand side of your home page, and where it says see more here under explore, you are going to scroll down to friends list. Now, if you're on your cell phone or iPad, it's not going to say friends list. It's going to say feeds. Okay, so not page feeds. This says page feeds. They're different. So pages feed is for all the pages that you have liked, so business profiles. And feeds is on your cell phone that is going to allow you to create these lists. So I'm going to show you how to do it from a laptop, and then I'll pop back in and show you how to do it from your cell phone. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down to friends lists, and you're going to click on friends list. And then you're going to see like all this list pop up. So when you add people to Facebook, there are standard categories that Facebook already has laid out for you. So if they've noticed that you have recruited a lot of people from your hometown, so I'm from Toronto, they're automatically going to put people in the Toronto category, because if those people are from Toronto as well, they're going to kind of mush them all together. So some of your lists, as you're going to see, are auto-formulated for you to go through. So that's pretty neat. But they're not going to have like unique potential recruits, customers, and things like that. They're not going to have that stuff laid out for you because they're not going to know, right? Like it's just not a standardized category that they have in their system. So with that said, as you can see, so I put one that says besties, and that was just for demo. So I'm just going to delete that list. Okay, so you see where it says potential recruits. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to say create list, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is going to create list, and you're going to put whatever list name you want. So I'm just going to make another one just for demo purposes. I'm going to say potentials, okay? And then it's going to ask you, who would you like to add to this list? Now, if you have somebody in mind, I'm just going to put one of my teammates on here. If you have somebody in mind already, then you can just start typing in their name, and then it'll auto-populate up, and then you can just scroll to whichever name it is, and then you can say create. So you can put multiple names at one time, and what happens is once you create, it's going to take you to your potentials custom listed newsfeed. So this is helpful because when you go back here, so I'm going to show you, go back to your friends list, and you click on, I'm going to go to my potential recruits because I have a lot of people on there. It is going to bring up everybody on your potentials list, and it's going to bring up all of their current posts on Facebook. So it makes it easier for you to go in, like in their posts, comment on their posts, see what's happening in their world for you to continue to build relationships. This is a super useful tool because if you're like me, your newsfeed is probably full of people that either one, are just like your family. So they don't want to join. They're just your family. They're posting their stuff for you to keep updated. They don't really have much. I have to update my list, but they don't have much for you to like really build your business on. So that's totally fine. So, and also on your newsfeed, you may have like a lot of Y sisters. Like I have a lot of Y sisters on my friends list. So all of their stuff pops up, and that could be annoying to sift through, because what happens is when you start scrolling through like this, Facebook gets annoyed, right? They don't want you just to scroll. They want you to scroll, stop, comment, socialize, read, view, and all of that jazz. So if you have nothing but Y Sisters stuff on there, the chances are you're probably going to do a lot of scrolling, right? So this will definitely help make it easier to go through what you need to go through and do your 20 messages a day or 20 commenting on your posts, see what's up, kind of keep afloat. And that's how I do it. Now, as I just mentioned, I have to like work on my list because there's a lot of people I did not put on there because I have not had a chance. So I'm going to show you quickly how to add somebody to your list without doing it from that method that I showed you when you create your list and then you auto-populate. Sorry, I'm having like severe mom brain right now. Anybody else experiencing that today? Okay, so I'm just gonna go I'm gonna go where it says Toronto area, okay? And everybody who lives within 10 miles of Toronto, all of their stuff's gonna pop up. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my girl here. This is a girl from public school. And when I just put my mouse over her name, it's gonna bring up this menu and it's gonna say that we're friends. If you go just kind of run your mouse where it says friends, a drop-down menu is gonna come up and then it's gonna show you what list they're on, if you wanna get notifications when they post, suggest friends to them, or if you wanna unfriend. I don't wanna unfriend her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and scroll down to add to another list. And when I do that, all of the lists that I haven't created are gonna pop up. So now I wanna add her to my potentials list. So I'm gonna click on potentials and you see how there's a check mark? Now, every time I click on my potentials list, she will pop up if she has new stuff in her newsfeed. She's also on my college list and my Toronto area list. So any one of those lists that I pop in, she's going to also be there as well. So it just makes it so much easier to organize, lady. This is a super and easy way to effectively organize your potentials list. I know there's like several methods that people do. Some of us like to use paper and write down everybody's names and keep track. Some of us like to use an information group and like plunk people in there. And the reason why I don't necessarily use paper is my notes get discombobulated and then I go back and I sift through and I find it becomes overwhelming. So I find using this method of having a feeds list to be so much easier because everything is there for me and I can just go in, comment, message, and it's all there and I don't have to worry about keeping track of who I feel is a good potential. Now, if you have an info group, that's a whole other story for another different video, which we can touch up on later. But I hope that helps you ladies organize and do your thing. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at any time. I will pop back in shortly to show you how to do this from your cell phone.